Good morning, everyone.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Thank you. It's a blessing to be here. Today is the day that people have been waiting on through the pandemic. This is the 14th annual Home for the Holidays. And this has been a day that we started 14 years ago. We had 2 years laid off because I was out of city council, came back and started back over again. This day that is so many people we can thank. If I could get some people's name, forgive me. Number one, tell you a little bit about Home for the Holidays. We started in 2007, and the reason why we started in 2007, that we look at the tale of two cities, the North and the South. And we realized that the only thing we had that can have a banquet type of facility was our rec center. We did not have the country clubs, we did not have the hotel, we did not have the banquet hall. Only thing we did have were 5 rec centers, 5 beautiful recreation centers. And we used those recreation centers to turn those into a banquet hall to remind you of the day of Christ that born. To do that, we have served over 7,000 resident families in the last 14 years. 7,000. We have adopted over 500 families in the last 14 years. 500 families, and some of those families still been adopted through college. Some of the sponsors have paid their tuition from high school to the university to graduation. We have served, thank you, with many sponsors, over 5,000 families with turkeys for Thanksgiving. We did 400 this past weekend. We did not just give them the turkey, we gave them everything. From the yams to the collard green, to the cabbage, to the black-eyed peas, you name it, we did it. But we could not do this without so many sponsors and so many great deals. We always did kick this off with a big Cowboys player, Dallas Cowboys players, and they did win on Thanksgiving. And I know that we have many great players who have been here to kick this off. We do have Greg Ellis here. Greg, please stand. And he has been, he's going to say a few words, but we've been blessed with the Cowboys, and they always have supported this beautiful Home for the Holidays. But I want to thank some of the people. If I forgive you, just raise your hand and say, you didn't call my name. Number one, there are many people who I want to say at first, the city of Dallas. I want to thank the city of Dallas because without them, we could not have this in the flag room. I want to thank them and all of the employees of the city of Dallas, all the staff who loaned us this room for a couple hours. And we always said that, I don't know why we don't do a room like this throughout the holidays at City Hall. So this is something that all the city council and staff, they spend all yesterday and a day for a day before then to get this for you to say, hey, this is your city flag room, but today is your opportunity to shine. I want to thank Susan Harris from Akron Energy for her sponsorship. Andrea Sander for Encore. Kim DeShaw, the Regional Black Contractor, where she at? Tom Luce for Palladium. Miss Pimenton. Ryan Truman. South beginning. And also the man who stayed up all night and here today, former Port Board President C.W. Whitaker. And I also had to thank Miss Community, Diane Gibson. Chris Caso, Bodine Slaughter, my Port Board appointee. Mayor Pro Tem. King on. Councilman Paul Ridley. Councilman Alan Belladue. And this is a long list. I started from Port Board person, the king of the parts, John Jenkins. And the person who do all the work, Mr. Ross. Is Rosa here today? That's the one who do all the work. Right, Rosa? And I gotta thank my staff. But real Salazar too. Alexander. Cyrus. You know, I see Kendra raise her hand since she was part of the band. Kendra, thank you. And also Cheryl Brown. Yeah. And you're going to be surprised that we got a band here, Van Jack playing there, and that's my band, I call it, and Mr. Bodine Shaw, they be playing at home for a holiday on the 10th of December. Thank you. And we have our chef Cassandra in the back, so she would be the one who's doing the Thanksgiving, the Christmas dinner. Chef Cassandra. I see our Deputy Mayor Pro Tem, you know, give him a applause. Okay, anyone else out there? Anyone else? Who? Anybody? Santa Claus. You back when Santa Claus sitting over looking good, you know. I thought it was myself, Santa Claus, you know. Carl Simpson, thank you. Coming in also. You know, we trying to slow that down. You know. Believe me, Chef Cassandra, can you come to the front, please?
All right.
I want to know, here is the chef who can prepare all your meals. Chef Cassandra. And Roy, you come to the front, please.
With the assistant.
And the assistant, center plate. They are the one who are going to prepare your meal for home for a holiday. He and the other chef and center plate have I met. They both doing that. I also want to thank Dallas Community College.
Absolutely.
They are going to also help prepare the meal today. So it's going to be a logistics to do this, but they are the people in charge. And with that, I'm going to have Greg Ellis come up and say a few words and with Dallas Cowboy.
Ain't that big. Thank you, Councilman. This is really putting me on the spot. This was definitely not planned. But the amazing thing, Councilman, that you are doing with the program, I think speaks for itself. Since 2007, it epitomizes what the old saying goes, is the reason for the season. This program definitely exemplifies that, the true meaning for the season. Understanding is better to give than to receive. understanding the importance of helping those who are in need, helping them out as well. All of that is encapsulated, if you would, in what you have been doing with the program since 2007. I was honored a couple of years ago. Time goes so fast, I forgot what year that was, probably longer than I remember, to be honest with you, to be a part of it and to help give out gifts, and the people there have so much fun. I missed the meal. I want to come back and at least eat the food. That was delicious. And like you said, if you hadn't had a chance to be a part of it, go there and check out the food. The food is amazing. It's not just a run of the meal. You're actually getting a good home-cooked meal. And that was fun for me, as you can tell by my size. I enjoyed that part of it. But even more so than that, to see the smile on the people's face that they're able to get gifts that they might not able to afford in normal circumstances. So I commend you, Councilman, and continue your strength in doing and running the program. Thank everybody. God bless you. Happy holidays to everyone.
One person who did all the declaration, Elder, is he here? No, see, he came up, last night and just, whoop, everything disappeared. So I want to thank him, for doing all the decoration and the staff who helped him last night to put this together. And with next, I want to bring up a person that is my sidekick, the Mayor Pro Tem, Carolyn King. She always said I'm the youngest of the bunch, so the other youngest of the bunch. Mayor Pro Tem.
Thank you so very much. We continue to support Councilmember Atkins and his commitment to the city, but most of all, being the elder of the council, he has the knowledge and the ability to pull together resources for the community, and he models and exemplifies what many of us who are kind of newer on the block would like to do for our communities. But please don't take this for granted. This is a major footprint in our city and in our community. It's something that communities look forward to every year, and if he's not there, that is a great concern. And so as we continue to move through post-COVID, we continue to ride the elevator with high costs and those costs that prohibit families from being able to purchase solid quality meals. We thank Councilmember Atkins, we thank all the sponsors who are listed, who have made a commitment to serve those who are underserved, overlooked, and just sometimes forgotten. And so thank you for your commitment, thank you for your leadership, and thank all of you for coming today, because you made an effort to come here to support what we as a city, particularly around the Horseshoe, we're committed to advocacy for equity for all communities. And so I appreciate what you've done. We would like for you to continue to support not only Councilmember Atkins, but we do respect our elders, am I right? And so the work that he's doing, thank you so much. And with that, I'm going to take my seat, but just know today we appreciate all of you being here on this beautiful day in the city of Dallas, and know that we are moving forward to do more in this city. And particularly, let me throw this in. This is so helpful because riding here, I realized that the railroad, I think, workers are possibly going on strike. And so that's really going to hit some communities. So you're here at the right time, at the right place. And we appreciate you so much, Elder Atkins. Thank you all.
All these jokes going on. With that, I'm going to bring up my deputy mayor pro tem, my best buddy, Omar. We will speak nice thing about it.
Councilmember Atkins and Mayor Pro Tem, thank you for bringing a little laughter and joy to today. I was explaining why Elder Atkins became Elder Atkins. It's not just because he is the elder on the council, but it just was something Mayor Pro Tem said one day, and we all kind of giggled, and it just became the thing. And so every time it's just something fun, but that's what makes this fun, and working with Mr. Atkins so much fun is that, it's a fun time, he doesn't mind rolling with the punches, and that's what makes us a family at Dallas City Hall. And because of the way we act as a family is how we're able to support Mr. Atkins, to support the families in District 8. And that is something that is extremely important to all of us, is the quality of life for our residents here in our entire city. And what I love about this event, and I've been a part of it since 2017, my very first year on the council with Elder Atkins, when he brought it back to happen. And I loved it because it was just something that just brought together the community, brought together just regular, real people that you sometimes, when you have a privilege to not have ever missed a meal, when you have the privilege to have ever not had gifts under your tree, if that's the way you celebrate the holiday season. If you've ever had some of the negative things that can happen, being alone or not having somebody to speak to, and this one event changes all of that because you get a warm cooked meal, a home cooked meal, as Mr. Ellis said. You have people to be around, you have friends and neighbors that you get to be a part of, and then there's presents and stuff, and then of course we have the most amazing person, Santa Claus always shows up and makes it even more fun, because when you see the big jolly guy in the big red suit, I mean, everybody smiles. It doesn't matter if you believe in Santa Claus or not, everybody smiles, because that's part of the joy of this holiday season. So thank you, Mr. Atkins, for everything that you do, not just for the community, but how you also teach us to do more for our communities as well here in the city of Dallas. And as we move forward, what we want to make sure that we explain to everybody and that they understand is, take the time to be safe, take the time to, double check on your neighbors, your friends, your family, even those little bitty four-legged friends that we have out there, double check on them as well, because you never know what somebody may need. And sometimes the hardest thing to do is to ask for help or to say that I need help, so make sure you do that. And as we proceed to go through the holiday season, I've got one last thing to say, is go Dallas Cowboys!
I know I'm going to miss some sponsors here. I know we got Southwest Airlines here representing. Thank you. Southwest Airlines. We got Louis O'Connell, he's been a big sponsor. And next, I'm going to change the script a little bit. I'm going to bring Ms. Harris from Apple Industry up. Susan.
Well, thank you, council member, and thank you all for being here today. This is such an important event for our community, and over the last 14 years, we have sponsored this, and I've watched it grow. If you've ever gone to the remote office in the district, you see the boxes being packed and all the good that's being done for all those in need. And on behalf of Atmos Energy, we couldn't be prouder to support the community and help with these endeavors. There is such a need. All I can say is I encourage anybody here who has not sponsored or helped in the past to please consider doing this. It is such a worthwhile event. You get so much more out of it than you put into it. And I can't thank the council member and everyone up here for all that they do to help all of us in the city of Dallas. So thank you very much.
And with that, it's another person here, not thing, Barrett with the Home Solution. Thank you because they are doing a marvelous job, out there. Matter of fact, unfortunately, they are in my community office there. They are out there every day helping the people who cannot help themselves. And so I want to thank you from my heart and all the council heart for the job that you've done. With that, I'm going to bring up Ms. Andre Sanders from Uncle.
Good morning. Thank you, Councilman Atkins, for allowing Encore to participate in this incredible event. I'm going to echo many of the remarks that made for me. This event, when Councilman Atkins reached out to me, the passion that he had for it was just undeniable. And I had not been a part of it before. We started early on, probably around 2008. And I will tell you, when I attended the event, I could not believe what I was experiencing. The way that they planned this out, the details, the food, the food was unbelievable. And just the feeling in that room was just unmistakable. So for us to be a part of that means a lot to Encore, to be able to participate in something that was life-changing for so many people in that room. And we continue to support it. We will continue to support it. And much like my colleague from Atkins Energy, we would encourage other companies, if you have not participated in this, I encourage you to do it. You will not regret it. My colleagues and I were talking about it for days afterwards and how it was done in such a spirit of excellence. And if you know Councilman Atkins, you know everything he does is in the spirit of excellence. And so we appreciate the opportunity to support it and will continue to do so. Thank you.
I want to bring up one of my colleagues downtown, which is close to my home school, SMU, Paul Ridley.
Well, thank you, Elder Atkins. Well, this was unexpected, but I think everything has already been said about this wonderful event, and the fact that it's conducted out of a sense of love for the people in your district. And I think you set the atmosphere for this event and the tone. And we cannot forget the intangible effect that this has on the people who come to this event. It's not just a matter of filling their stomachs, but it's giving them a sense of belonging and hope, and that they're a valued member of the community. And that's what I think is the most important thing that this event gives those people.
Therapy party, you know, we do therapy every Friday, so I'm about to do it.
Good morning, everyone. Well, I want to just highlight the fact that everyone has joked and called my colleague Chairman Atkins elder. Which highlights the fact that he's been doing this for a while, and I would be remiss if I didn't highlight the fact that a lot of people that have been in our roles can do this for a while and forget why they're here. But we have a leader here that is a servant leader, and that's important to highlight. If you've been in this for more than a decade, and you don't forget that you're more than a policymaker, that you're more than a rubber stamp to city staff, that you are the closest thing to the people, then you have forgotten why the people elected you. As a former educator, we often say, in a school year, if you impact the life of one student, you have done your job. You have had a successful school year. As a servant leader, he has the ability to say every year that he directly impacts 500 plus families. This is something that is a bar that has been set for the council, a bar that has been set for leadership, one that I admire, one that I look up to. And so I just want to say, as much as we joke about the fact that he is our elder, I also want to highlight that it is one to really appreciate, because I think that it's an asset to our city to have leadership that has been around for so long but doesn't forget that we are here to serve the people of Dallas. And I believe that it's events like this, it's leadership like this, when you look around the room and see that we can get people from all backgrounds, from all corners of our city together with a common goal, which is to give back and to impact that equity gap that we talk about on a daily basis. That's what this is all about. So I just want to say kudos to my colleague. Thank you for your leadership. And I'm just proud to be a part of something that has been going on for so long. And hopefully we can pass the torch on and keep that servant leadership going in the city of Dallas. Thank you.
I see the man of the hour who came in and did all the decoration. Can you come up for a second? Come on up here. LA, come up here. Come on. Yeah, come on. I want everybody to see that. I was joking, with the park department. I said, you know what? We can do a better job than the park department. I said, I pass up. So with that, I had to bring John Jenkins over here the other day. He said he's gonna do a better job at the rec center than this. So I'm gonna see how he's gonna do. So with that, I'm gonna bring the guy who over the park department, John Jenkins, up.
All right, thank you, Councilman Atkins. But I don't know, I'm gonna have to put a memo out in the park department now that we need to change the signature block. Going to now, it's have to be Elder Councilman Atkins, okay? But no, thank you, council member, and many things have already been said. But we're thankful, and all the team members in the Park and Recreation Department, many of them are in the room today, being able to help support this event for the last 14 years. And I tell you, council member, 14 years is a lot of years to continue an event. But one of the things you mentioned about your 5 recreation centers that's in your district, one of the things I noticed over the last 14 years, it wasn't just an event just to have it one rec center, because you could have chose to take this event at some hotel. You probably got someone could have donated you some other property that you could have hit at the venue. But your thing was about, let's keep it in the community. And we're going to rotate it in different communities. You want to make sure they knew that you cared about all your communities in your district. But more than anything, you want to show each and one of them that communities can come together. They can break bread together. They can support each other. That's what's special about your events. Because you're right, those rec centers are the hub. They are the centerpiece for so many communities. But you took it to the next step by making sure that it's not just your centerpiece, it's a place where all different communities can come together and have one cause, and that is to support each other. So thank you for 14 years of sending that message.
One more person on the spot, Lewis from Oakland, would you come forward, please? I want to say that, as a candidate, his heart and his family and everything, he's been a major sponsor. Come on, Lewis. He's been a major sponsor for the last 2 years. And when I asked him to stand up, he did not hesitate. He said, hey, southern part of Dallas, and I want to be a part of it. When people look at it and do not even call and ask, what it's about, and just look at the brochure and say, I want to be part of it. So I'll give you the opportunity to say a few words.
Thank you. I was not expecting this, but I'm humbled to be up here. The city council members, everything that they do, we're so appreciative. In being a small business in South Dallas here, any opportunity we have to give back, we're very, very excited to do so. My grandparents grew up in South Dallas, my great-grandparents, and we've been here for recycling in South Dallas for 4 generations, and very excited to be a part of the community, and very excited to be able to give back whenever we can, and we thank you for the opportunity to do so.
This is a band, but also, since I see Tom here with Palladium, you want to come and say a few words. He built a whole lot of houses here in the city of Dallas, and I want to get one thing straight on the record. And colleagues, I want to say this out, and know I'll probably disappoint somebody might say you're crazy, you don't know what you're talking about. But let me tell you this. We need houses in the city of Dallas.
Yes, we do.
And we sell affordable housing. What is affordable? What is affordable to you may not be affordable to me.
Speak well.
And a whole lot of people don't realize that. And we're talking about Section 8 housing, you know, low-income housing, all that, but let's get the story straight. A one-bedroom house right now, an apartment, is $1,100 a month.
Teach us.
And if you think about it, you gotta make at least $28 an hour to even qualify for that. $28 an hour to qualify that. And you don't look at that over and over. Probably anywhere from 40%, 60% of your workforce make less than $40,000 a year.
Speak well.
Less than $40,000 a year in the city of Dallas. Where are they gonna move? Where are they gonna go? And when people are talking about, I don't want these four to build over here, I don't want four over here, where are they gonna stay? And sometimes we get a blessing from the state, thank you, state health givers. The 4% life tax, the 9% tax credit. That's a break, that's not our money, that's not your tax credit, that's the state money give us to help subsidize those development. And one thing that I learned for many, many years about affordable houses, a lifetime project, is being who building the housing. Are they gonna be here for 15 years, they're gonna go away? Are they gonna stay there and own there forever and ever? And that's why I saw at the lady when they moved to Redbird Mall. It's a brownstone, it looked good, it stayed good. You gotta wait a little bit, over a year, waiting to get in. And that's what I like about Tom and his staff. We are bringing houses, some people don't like it, some people do like it. But teachers, the firemen, just an everyday worker, the people driving the bus, where are they gonna stay? We got people from California, New York, Chicago, come in here, you know what they do? They buy one house to rent, and one house to stay in.
Say that.
Because they got the value. And you go to the East Coast, West Coast, it costs you $500,000 to buy a house. At least $500,000. You come here, you still can buy a house around $300,000. But guess what? If you make $80,000 a year, you can't qualify for a $300,000 house. Cause 3 times you serve, that's $240,000. You can't make it on $80,000 a year. And so let's get the word out. We need housing. We need people moving in, but we need quality housing. And with that, Tom, you want to say?
That's why you the elder.
Thank you, Elder Councilman Atkins, for this. This was a surprise. So here's the deal. So whenever my phone rings, and I know it's Councilman Atkins, I answer and said, when and where? Somebody means, when do you need me? Where should I go? Okay, so that's kind of like this event and the other events. But thank you for talking about something that we're so needed in our city, and that is quality, high-end, affordable housing. We developed an own Palladium Redbird. Everyone thought that that's not going to work, that Peter Brodsky's dream was not going to come to vision. It has. Okay, our development there, we have 300 people, at least 300, on our waiting list at Palladium Redbird. If you haven't seen it, stop by and see it, please, and then go to the Starbucks and wait in line for an hour to get your drink. Okay, that's how much invigorated this community has become in Redbird, thanks to you. We also have Palladium Simpson Stewart under construction at Simpson Stewart in Bonneville. We deliver our clubhouse in about 30 days. Councilman Atkins says, Tom, when are you going to deliver the units? When are you going to deliver the units? We need units. We're delivering the units, 270 units there. And we're not done. Councilmember, we've got 3 of you up here. I know Omar, where's Omar? Omar was here. We've got one we just finished in his district. We want to develop all over the city of Dallas. Let us in. Okay, we need support. There's a lot of naysayers in what we do. There's a lot of NIMBY in what we do. And they're all well-minded people. But we need the housing. We need great quality housing. Councilman Atkins, thank you so much for all you do.
Thank all the staff and all the sponsors and everything. And Carl Simpson, you know, I got a great staff. You see, I can get stuff to you, walk there. Our assistant manager, you know, if you got a cold problem, any kind of problem, sanitation, trash, you get picked up, will you please stand up, point to him because he in charge. Stand up, Mr. Simpson. Salazar too? Okay, with that, we're gonna take a group photo right quick, and the band can kick y'all, and we can do what to do. And this has come to the conclusion again. Thank you for coming, and have a great day, and be safe. Thank you.